Hello. Can you guys hear it? Me and the music. Hello, Mrs. Amethyst on Twitch. I have to keep it. I should not forget to look at Twitch. And also welcome to everyone else on YouTube. Milan has been here for a while. And I also see KO Raphael, welcome in. Lord Siphon, Darius Brawl, and Yusuf, Kashan H. Yes, you hear it. Okay, nice. Alright, Jeffro, welcome in. Today we're gonna rank. I'm gonna be kind of back. Although it really doesn't look too stable, honestly. So I'm kind of worried. Let me check. Can I reduce the video quality of the music? Because I don't care about how that looks, obviously. The frames are still skipping. What is this lag? Again. What if I pause the music? Let me pause the music for real quick, because I still see a lot of lag. Yeah, the dropped frames are there. It is crazy. This is annoying. I don't know. Do you guys still hear me? I genuinely don't know. Like, I still have the starting soon screen. I think that's easier for my PC to handle, as long as my lag is like this bad. I don't know, why is the lag so bad again? Oh my god. We hear you, okay, but there's like, it says that there's a lot of dropped frames, so there must be something bad. Let me check on my phone if I see like how the video quality looks on my phone, because it really looks shitty on, like, okay, it looks like, oh, it was just back for a bit. It is good that you hear me at least, but yeah, you kind of need to see something, of course. Well, technically, there's not as much to see today as usually, because, well, we don't have to look at details in a custom game, but just like you just need to see like the tier list, I guess, which is a bit easier. But I don't know. Let me check. Oh my god, that's advertisement. I don't want that. It looks good on your end. Okay. Like, I have no clue, but on my PC it says like the dropped frames keep increasing, which is stupid. But yeah, as soon as I check if it's still good. Yeah, it does look good, actually. That's weird. Okay, so then I'm gonna test. What if I just come in with this now? Does it still look good then? It's decreasing. Okay. Let me know. Is it still good? Because now I think you're gonna notice it, probably. But here we have all the roles, by the way. So not gonna be that much. I changed up the tier list a little bit. What we are doing today, we are going to rank these 9 roles based on strength. And that's the difficult thing, because it's hard to compare these roles, because, yeah, voting roles and first-party roles are totally different, but yeah. We are ranking them pretty much, I would say, based off strength. And when you look at strength, you need to look at, like, I would say, like, your impact on the game, but especially your win chances, your win odds. Like, that's, like, the major factor I would keep in mind. That's, like, the easiest way to compare these roles. Like, how big is the chance to win? And, yeah. I wonder what kind of arguments we are gonna get. So what I'm gonna do here, probably, I'm thinking, like, I don't know, how bad is the lag still? Is the lag still a problem? Or is it not that bad? Like, I genuinely don't know how it is right now. You have an advertisement, oof. Like, I don't know how bad the lag is right now. But yeah, what I will do, I think this time, last time I did that straw poll, but I think it's a bit too it's not that intuitive, especially if it's only one person who is voting on Twitch. I think what we could do alternatively is just have a YouTube poll, and then I will also count the votes from Twitch. On Twitch, I will just like you can just say whoever is in Twitch, Mrs. Amethyst, but maybe if someone else joins as well, you can just say in the chat what you think, what tier the role should be on, and then I will count that with the YouTube chat, with the YouTube poll. I will combine the two. It's not loading for you, but it's not lagging. I don't really know what's going on. Hello, are you the... Wait, let me check. Are you the... and... Ayuden Meporva. I don't know how to pronounce that name exactly. It looks like somewhat Spanish, but then also not really. I don't know. Like, now I really don't know. Is there lag? Okay, now it looks stable again. Like, now I see, like, the Wi-Fi bars are green. What if I put on the music? Is it gonna be laggy again? I don't know. It looks like it's recovering right now. Like, I genuinely don't know. Why is the Wi-Fi still like this? But I think maybe it's gonna be good. Oh, it's falling back a little bit. Yeah, it's... Okay. Oh, that would be annoying. Well, you know what? Next time, I will make sure to download this video. And then we'll just have music. I will just not need any browser open, because the browser might be a problem. Third live stream today? Is it like... It's laggy with the music, and now it's like back to lag again, you know? And then... Oh, now it's getting stable again. So, the music is kind of the killer here, which is annoying. Hello, Jason Wong, because that means that we're gonna have a silent stream. Maybe I can put on some other music that I have downloaded. Not ideal, because it's kind of monotonous if we're gonna have this for the whole thing, but I think it's better than nothing. So let's do that real quick. It's like here. Like, I used to use this one song on the... What was it? I used this song like on my old How to Play As videos, I think, for a bit. Or maybe, no, not the How to Play As videos, but I did use this song for some video in the past. Let me check. How is this? Okay, wait, that's way too loud for sure. I don't know. I didn't hear it, but I saw it was way too loud. Also, I don't need to see it, you know? Oh. Yeah, it's a Kevin MacLeod song. Let's put it all the way here, so you cannot see like the actual thing. It should only display the music. And then I will also hear it, because if I don't really know what's going on in terms of volume. Oh, it's advanced properties. Now I don't hear it, but I should be hearing it, I think. This is better. Wolvesville tier list hypostein ASMR edition. Yeah, kinda. That would almost be it. Okay, I think this is gonna be more stable now. I hope. Okay, let's start with a roll now. Let's go and pick the... Let's pick the cursed first, because this is cursed. Alright, what do you guys think of the cursed? We have 5 tiers going on. I did not include a... not top 10 tier, because yeah, well, everything is top 10, I guess. And also, I decided to not go for a not top 20 or not top 5 tier. With not top 5 4 rolls, like half the list would have been almost in that bottom tier. Next time with the werewolf ranking though, we will introduce the not top 20 tier though, again. Cursed top 3, just because it's flexible, you can win with wolves or village. But yeah, it's interesting to know that the music is kind of like killing the whole internet stuff. So basically, I will probably need to like start making my own. I probably have to start downloading music and put them into videos that I don't release, but just can load in for these streams. That's really stupid, but it's probably gonna be working, I guess. You guys think A, B? You have to factor in the rules. Yeah, that's true. And I would say, I would not count on Liberty Cursed here because, yeah, that's like just custom games. So, what is S the best? Yes, S is the highest tier. So S is like for the strong rolls, and F is for the weak rolls. And weak means like low odds of winning slash low influence on your win condition, however you want to frame it. And that's why you're getting like all these answers that differ so much here already on YouTube. Because someone says C, Daniela says C, Ayuda says C, Yusuf says B or A, Lord Xyphon says C. The only thing Fuckers has to worry about is the solo rolls. Yeah, but also like when are you turned though? Like that is... And Darius is like really persistent in the F. I would say C because you basically forky till we find you in that moment kinda useless. Alright, let's make a poll and I'm gonna do +1 for whatever Mrs. Amethyst votes for. Okay, I don't have anyone... I didn't see anyone arguing for an S tier. Hello, Goost, welcome in. Cursed goes... Also, maybe it's good time. I don't know, you can see it, but maybe you can rate the Christmas tree as well here. Alright, so there is a YouTube poll right now. Mrs. Amethyst, I'm going to give you a +1 for the C. So if the C is like tied, you basically decide the vote then. And if... or if it's like one less than someone else, then you can tie the vote with that. And anyone else on Twitch will count yours vote as well. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get more votes. Well, unless people are gonna bot it again. So, it definitely seems like a C tier. Alright, that's pretty easy. The cursed C got like already most on YouTube, and then there's also the one Twitch vote. We need more third party. I agree, because third party roles, they are all very unique. So they all have like, it's kind of difficult to make them balanced, but at the same time, they offer so much opportunities for different setups. So third party roles are like cool. But at the same time, they should only like take on 1 at most 2 slots in a setup. So it's not like, it's never really a major part of a whole setup. It's based on strength, yeah, true. It is based on strength, but yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. Anarchists. Let's go and see Anarchist. Anarchist, I don't know, pretty difficult to win with, honestly, in my experience. Like, I don't know if I've ever won with this role, and yeah. I see a couple Fs. I see Milan says an S, but I don't know. Darius says F. Lord Siphon says F. To be honest, Anarchist is setup dependent. Yeah, I guess so. Like, definitely Guardian Wolf stuff helps with that. Unknown says F. You have an A from Goost. Goost says B. Now, Question says a B. Question, you win a lot with Anarchist then? Or you see a lot of Anarchist wins? I'm curious. Solid C or F? I won like twice with Anarchist. Like, out of how many attempts though? Like, I have not many attempts as Anarchist, but I've also never won with it. Let's see what Twitch says. Mrs. Amethyst, if you want to share your opinion on the Anarchist, let me know. Yeah, it's not really strong, I would say, Milan, but it can be strong to play against, I guess. But the Anarchist never wins because there's always werewolves who can prevent it. So you won 2 times with it. Okay, well, I didn't know you actually won with this roll. I bet Fool is 10 times easier than Anarchist. For me it is, but I'm experienced Fool player and not an experienced Anarchist player. Like, if I win as Anarchist, you can bet an eye that it's going to feature as a video, unless it really is a trash game. Okay, let's make a poll. Anarchist. The problem with this poll is, like, we have the answers go all the way, so let's do S or A. S and A are gonna be like in one tier for now, and if it actually wins, we'll split them. And Twitch, you can just type it in the chat if you want to vote. You are a good Anarchist player. Maybe, Milan, you need to teach me how to play Anarchist then. We rank Christmas rolls. You mean the 4 Christmas rolls? Well, like, I don't know. Not like today, but I think they're definitely gonna feature in some way. Like, I know that the werewolf tier list is still coming, and I will include the Yule Wolf and the Candy Wolf as well in there. And maybe we have to revise some of our past tier list and play some new roles there, because I think Prayer was there, and Watchdog as well, but we definitely have not looked at the Evil Santa in the arcade list. What else was there? I forgot already. Oh yeah, Headless Horseman. We've also not looked at the... What are the other rolls? Snow Angel, Nutcracker, and the Pumpkin rolls. So okay, this vote is definitely a C. Anarchist also goes in the C tier. I think that's fair. For me, well, I guess for me it would be F tier, but yeah. Like, I'm not like so experienced with this that I could rank the Anarchist as a player then. Based on how I play against it, usually I never really see Anarchist wins, honestly, so... I don't know, there are people who think this is a strong role, Milan, and someone else as well. Alright, let's go Werewolf Fan. Okay, this is an interesting one because you were like fixed into one team from the get-go. Of course, the Werewolf Fan... I need to... Let's go. Oh no, actually, it should be a bit more like this. So the Werewolf Fan is interesting because you're always Werewolf. So your chances are like always low because werewolves tend not to win that often, at least in the games I play, because I don't know, I mean, there are like people here who play ranked, and maybe the werewolves do have more wins there than in sandbox games that I experience. Quick game might be the same story as well, because in quick game like you really depend on who flees and who throws. So yeah, I genuinely like, if it comes to strength, like if it comes to impact on the game, Werewolfen has more impact than a Cursed for sure, because as Cursed you're like not allowed to do anything, and Werewolfen you can just fake claim from the get-go. But the Cursed has like a village potential win, and the Werewolfen does not. So, but yeah, at the same time, having like a 5th werewolf from the start, or like with current setups that would be maybe 4, but I don't think Cursed is in any of the setups right now. No, that's definitely not in the setups right now in Sandbox. And I'm just purely going off Sandbox, by the way, because that's what I play. But yeah. Jeffro, explain how it's worse. Okay, convince me how Werewolfen is better than Cursed. Yeah, I'm wondering. A for Werewolfen, B... You never reveal as Werewolfen unless it's a confirmed werewolf. Yeah. I don't think the reveal ability is like something... The reveal ability is so niche for me that I would not really consider that into ranking it. For me, it's really just the faking potential, but versus not having the option to win with village. But also, yeah, that's like really like the consideration I would make here. It is player error, yeah. If you reveal to village. Like, I've seen it happen too. I think I've done it as well. Yeah, I've done it as well. Oh, I see a message on Twitch that I need to ban. I am kind of slow with it. Sorry. Okay, according to Mrs. Amethyst, I didn't see your messages for the Anarchist, Mrs. Amethyst, but now I see your messages again. C, because you're bound with werewolves, have no chance to win with other team. Okay, that's what you are gonna vote. So let's make a poll for the YouTube now. Werewolf fan, like, I've seen, like, not an S really, right? Don't have I seen, like, is there like people saying S tier? Don't think so. This feels like it's gonna be A, B. Maybe C. But I will include the F tier. Because I've seen like an argument for it. Personally, I would not place it F tier, but yeah. That's just me. I wonder what's gonna be like top. I think, well, in the past I would have known it, what's gonna be top, but I know like the strongest roll of these based on win chances for sure. But yeah, I wonder if you guys in the chat are gonna come to the same conclusion. I'm happy that my stream is stable, by the way. It's really strange that it's like so, well, strange. It just tells like how vulnerable my Wi-Fi connection is. If we included RK in this list, yeah, it would be D tier, but maybe. But we don't have a D tier because I think it's like C is like kind of weak on this tier list. F is like really weak. I would say B is the middle, and A and S are obviously strong rolls. Hello, Hightech, welcome in. I'm not even English, but I like your content. Thank you for that. Hightech, if you wanna have a vote in this, like on what tier the werewolf fan should go based on strength, type it in the chat and I will do a +1 for you, as well for Mrs. Amethyst, who voted C tier. Currently it's actually pretty close. Okay, well, it's not really close. So with 22 votes, so there's like every vote is like less than 4% or less than 5%. So if I include the C tier vote from Mrs. Amethyst, that's not gonna change the outcome really. I wonder if Heide gets a vote, otherwise we'll just I will probably just place it now in the B tier, because that is the outcome of the poll. Why B is winning? I normally say S tier in the first tier to cut for a clean AF, but in the context of also 3 PS, I think cutting D is loosely correct. Yeah, well, I just needed to cut something, and like I don't know how if I'm going to how it's gonna look like for the werewolf tier list, because then we are talking about like 30 rolls, so it's gonna be totally different. That stream is gonna be like really 3 to 4 hours, I bet. We have to move through that one a bit quicker, but still it's gonna last for a long time. And I don't know if we're gonna really order it, except for like the top tier. Alright, let's... We're already at 3 rolls down, so like 1/3 of the tier list. Are there first party and second party rolls? We call this third party because they're not like main teams. And the first party, I would say, is the village, and the second party is the werewolves. That's like how it works. Like, this is an interesting debate that we're going to postpone a bit. Let's go Headhunter first. I see the Cupid and Insti debate, but we'll have that for a bit later. Headhunter! You know, in the past I would have said it's like probably S tier because you have village win condition, but now it's not anymore. So now it's like more balanced. It's probably, for me, it would be like between A and C somewhere. Nah, it's definitely above the Anarchist. I would say probably A or B for me. Although maybe it's not, because if your target dies like... If your target's like provable, like almost provable, like medium, witch, marksman, something like that. Or if your target is like killed knife 1 or shot or something, you cannot win anymore. Yeah, you are Evil Alliance, but that is same for Anarchist, Fool, and what most these other roles. So, like, purely looking at the fact that you have to kill your target, you lynch your target, it's actually pretty difficult nowadays to win, to get an actual win. Like, Evil Alliance win is doable. Also, apparently it doesn't loop, this one. Now it's gonna start again, I think. The music. You gotta go, Miss Amethyst, see you later, and don't be a traitor. You target repicks if they die night 1. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I know, is the music playing? I see it play, but I don't hear it. That's really strange. Alright. Now it's back. Hello, and as Nikki, welcome in. It's A for me. S because you have your win condition, you can with werewolves and solo, but that's like that also goes for Fool, Anarchist, Werewolf Fan, Instigator, and I don't know, Lurker actually, if that wins with Evil Alliance. I think not, but Fool as well, of course. So I would not count Evil Alliance as a win in this tier list, personally. But yeah, at the same time, we have Grave Robber, Unturned Grave Robber, Cupid, and Cursed, who can win with Village. So you want to have The poll? Alright. I don't know what I'm going to exclude here, but I think we'll exclude the F tier. So, Headhunter. If anyone has a vote on Twitch, let me know in the chat what you want where you want the Headhunter to be on. But we'll make a poll on YouTube right now. S, A, B, and C. I almost typed D there. For some reason, I don't hear the music. I don't know if that's like... Let me actually kill this real quick. I will just put it back here. It was a bit loud again. Sorry for that. Oh. You guys cannot hear this song after this stream anymore, I think. But that's why I need to make sure next time I make some sort of playlist myself that I can just include as a source on OBS. Alright, there you go. It's fixed now, hopefully. When we'll stream? I don't know, when the tier list is over. Music's popping on my end. Yeah, now it's like, I hope it's good again. Now, in terms of volume. The Lurker, but we have not talked about Lurker yet. Okay, the Headhunter is definitely dominant A. Actually, let me make this a bit... Oh, no. Not like only one dimension. Then it's ugly. Let me make these icons a bit smaller because they don't really fit in that well. At the same time, let's talk about the Cupid. You guys get to talk about the Cupid now. Where should the Cupid go? This is, in my opinion, the strongest role here because of your village win condition. So yeah, but I just look at win condition pretty much. If this was like Evil Alliance, Cupid would definitely not be like S tier for me, but now I would say it's definitely S or A tier here. Let's see. Yusuf says F with a lot of Fs. Jeffro says A, Ayuden, S, Cupid A, Insti A. Oh, you think Cupid and Insti should be A, both. Siphon says S. They could also be both on S tier, just saying. Instigator and Cupid. Like, I don't know really what of these others roles should be like, is gonna be an S tier, honestly. Not saying that there has to be an S tier, but it's like, if you're gonna put something on the S tier, I think Cupid is like a fair shout here. Cupid is the second Fool. How do you mean that? Like, I don't know exactly what you mean with Cupid is the second Fool. Incy can chat with lovers, yeah. So, when it comes to like, it really depends. Like, if you regard the Cupid and Insti, if you're gonna compare them, I think Cupid has the advantage, like village win condition, but the couple is very inconsistent. Could be double werewolf, could be double village, you know. Could be some horrible stuff like Fool and Flower Child or something like that. Well, it could be horrible when it's Insti too, but not that horrible. And that's the problem of the Cupid, but the Cupid has the village win condition always, unless sected or echoed or zombified, but that, yeah, or I guess instigated. Maybe that doesn't work that well either, but that's just not really a common combination. And Instigator is like just better at winning with its intended purpose, but it doesn't have a village win condition, so that's why it's kind of difficult. Where they're both pretty strong. Like, Instigator is just a very strong team. But let's go with Cupid. I need to make a poll right now, by the way. Before I forget about that. Cupid as a... I will include C tier, but I don't think there will be more than 1 or 2 votes there. I didn't really see anyone arguing for the C tier. Just have the recruit good to be accomplice, while recruit evil to be werewolf. Then you have like a very strong recruit, yeah. And I guess it's possible right now with that bandit Cupid setup. Like if the bandit is like in the game and the Cupid turns into an insti, and then you actually accomplice the recruit, village recruit. That's like strong, because the accomplice also has the power to kill, you know. Hello Joker, welcome in. I saw you were gonna stream as well, so I might raid you later on. And hello Hille Tamir, welcome in. If you guys on Twitch want to have a vote as well, we're currently voting where the Cupid is going based on strength. And you can just type it in the chat what tier you think it belongs to. Hello Joey! We had a nice call first day. And Mike, welcome in. Just had a Sect Insti game. Sect Insti is like kind of atrocious, honestly, as a combination. But so are like most combinations between a Cupid and Bandit tree. It's, I think though, there is like, I do like the combination to some degree, because the two team roles make it that they can counter each other somewhat. So that's cool, because otherwise when you only have like a sect, zombie or bandit, they can actually get strong pretty quickly. But if there's also like a couple recruit to play against, that could definitely complicate stuff for the role. But yeah, there's also like the weird interaction when they're like, when there's players involved in both, then it's like really difficult. Okay, what are we doing today? We are ranking roles, Hille Tamir, based on strength. So basically, how much impact do you have on the game as these roles? And foremost, I would say, what is your chance to win with the role? Hello Yassen YT, welcome on Twitch as well. Hype. I see the hype emojis. Let's go. I am doing fine. It's super embarrassing if you had if you are a bandit insti begging your Akko to not kill your partner. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's close the poll. Oh, it's actually tied. Let's not close the poll. Let's see if there's one more vote. There is a C vote somewhat. But yeah. If we can't get one more vote, I will probably just say the C vote drags it down to A tier. Oh boy, there is like an extra vote, but it's on the B tier. So go A, go S. There's like really split so far. Interesting. Like for now, I would definitely say like if it's A tier, I will put it above Headhunter. If it's S tier, we'll probably have it low S. But for now, there is no such a thing. Thank you. Whoa. Oh my god, I didn't see the... Why is the pop-up not there? Thank you for the membership. Thank you for... how do you say that? Renewing. Hypo is the best Wolvesville content creator known to men. Definitely. Thank you so much for that. And we're gonna have another awesome call for sure. Okay, Darius. It's like sole contender for S. I think Darius, you voted S tier, right? Or not? Based on that comment. Oh, it's a milestone. Ah, I didn't know YouTube did these milestones. I can renew if you want. Well, up to you. Up to you. But yeah, it's I didn't know YouTube did milestones, but it does say lit for 1 month. Yeah, lit for a month. Member for 1 month. I don't know. I just combined English and Dutch. It shows in Dutch for me. I thought it was like a Twitch thing only. Alright. I don't think Twitch... Speaking of Twitch, they don't have a vote on where the Cupid goes, so... I think based on this poll, I'm gonna end the poll here. I'm gonna put it in the A tier. High A tier, of course, because B and C are below S, or are like dragging it down, if anything. Maybe I can give away... Yeah, I can give away membership. The only thing I hate about giving away memberships is that it gives to all my viewers ever, or I don't know, at least subscribers ever. So, like, the odds of someone getting it that I have not even seen in years is like pretty high, which is kind of, yeah, But other than that, if I wish that YouTube is gonna fix that, but I don't think they will, because I think that's pretty intended that they give to someone, to a random subscriber. Rank new event roles with other event roles of their ancestors. Wait, what do you mean? Like, you mean like a tier list someday? I don't know if that's gonna be on stream or video then, but like a tier list with the role trees that got event roles? Like, I will definitely look at some event roles in the future again. Like, I know that like a popular type of video that I've made like was ranking all the roles, but that was based on CBF scores. That were introduced in X years. So I did that for 2023 and 2022, I believe. And I'm probably gonna do that next year again for 2024 and 5 combined. Like, that's something I saw a request like early this year to do that for the 2024 roles, but 2024 didn't really have that many roles. Like, it was like 4, 5, 6 roles at most. So, but this year we've seen a lot of new roles, relatively speaking. So I'll probably make a ranking video next year, early next year somewhere, in which I'm gonna rank all the 2024 plus 2025 roles. But yeah, we'll see when that comes. I have a different type of plan for Christmas though, because Christmas I'm going to upload a special too. Okay, you know what? Let's get to the instigator right away. Instigator, we've already discussed this pretty much. I am going to make it a poll right now, but I'm actually still curious if it's going to be S tier. I don't know. I would not say it's a given that it's an S tier. I think the A tier voters are a bit salty, maybe even. Well, and they might put it on the A tier now as well because Cupid is there. Or the A tier. I mean, the S tier voters for the Cupid might. Like, I'm not. Nah, salty is maybe not the right word, but keeping those two like strength in mind. I can imagine like some Cupid S voters might vote Instigator into the A tier now. That they would otherwise not have done, but since it is in the A tier now, Instigator should maybe be there too for some people. But we'll see how it actually pans out. Alright, B, C. I'm not gonna include the F tier. Let's just get to the poll right away because I know we've already discussed this role for a bit now. I actually once got another YouTuber's membership that I haven't watched in years. That is the problem with giving away memberships. It is. Like, I don't know. I've not really received that many memberships. I think once only on YouTube. On Twitch, definitely more. But that's because on Twitch, it's more common practice. At least in the communities I hang around in. And it typically goes to people who are like either lurking or actively watching a stream. So like, unless there's like they have a priority type of thing, like they prioritize people who are watching, and if everyone already has like a membership, or I should say subscription because it's Twitch, then Twitch just gives it to people who have ever watched or follow you. Okay, this one is actually predominantly nastier. Yeah, this is... I don't know. I'm just gonna close the poll. Maybe I didn't give enough time because there's only 10 votes when we're gonna compare that with the last 20, but this is definitely an S tier. I don't know if I closed too quickly there, but yeah. This game is not balanced. In my previous game, there were 2 bodyguards, 1 ghosty. Wait, what setup is that? Because... what setup is that? It's not the Preston setup, because there's like 2 doctors, or like 2 doctor-related roles. Alright, let's go. Now we have like 3 roles left only. Let's go Grave Robber now. This is also pretty tough to rank. Like, I think of all the roles, the other 2 roles are easier to rank than the Grave Robber for sure. You guys tell me where the Grave Robber goes. So yeah, the Grave Robber, it's like, obviously it's the most RNG role in, now I don't know, might be in the game, definitely on this list. Well, Cupid is kind of RNG, but it's Cupid, you at least have the consistency that you always can win with the village. But Grave Robber is so dependent on what role you get and how quickly. So, like, I imagine, like, I see B2 RNG, I can also find myself in that, I guess. But I also see the S tier. It depends on what you transform into, and also the context. Of course. GR can clutch in zombie games. It can. But it depends on what role you pick. Or you get. You love gambling. I think Grave Robber is stronger than Lurker, but slightly. Lurker can easily have been converted by walls and dice, but GR makes some more doubt on people. GR Fool is easier to win because you can make yourself appear suspicious as you can just easily act as another werewolf at some point, and people are usually not gonna bat an eye that you are Fool. So people are just going to say like, okay, well, he is just like clearly werewolf, let's get him. I'm thinking, have I not won as Grave Robber Fool the other day in one of my series? I think I have definitely Grave Robber Fool footage on the roster experiment, I think it was. Krampus, if someone gets killed once per game, they can make that player is still alive. I don't know, why would you do that though? Why would you make someone still alive? Okay, let's make a poll. I'm happy that my stream is stable now, at least. Like, I don't know, I still don't like that I can't play the playlist that I wanted to play. I hope that the music is still calming though. I'm not gonna include the F tier here because it looks like we are going to... Nobody really voted for F. Also, I like when I'm Grave Robber and my target Ghost Werewolf dies night 1. Yeah, then you have like... Oh, then you can like... The Ghost Werewolf just has... Immediately has that vote. And then... you can like... If you die, you can add another vote. Then at that point... you have like a problem as village. Because if there's like 2 ghost wolves in the game, both being dead... Yeah, good luck. Because that's just 2 permanent werewolf votes. Still all the werewolves are gone. Then I can easily tie the votes usually. You forgot this role is just RNG. RNG, yeah. Grave Robber is a lot of RNG. Village Wayne Collision might bump it a bit up. Like if you stay unconverted. I guess, like, if you want to, you know, if you want to stay unconverted, you can just say who your target is. And then, I'm distracted because the music stopped, but I think it's gonna come back, yeah. You can just say who your target is. Why is the music not, like, I don't hear the music anymore. Do you guys hear the music? I don't know. Okay, where does this go at least? Okay, Grave Robber just beat here quickly. So, what was I saying? Like, if you just say, like, okay, my target is, I don't know, player 10, and 10 is, if 10 is werewolf and is exposed, people know that you just have to hammer down. Like, you have to say, like, my target is 10, don't kill 10 till last. And you can stay village, kinda, if they work together with you, the village, at least. If they have someone else to target, for example. And if 10 is villager, then either the werewolves will kill you, or they will kill the target, and then you become a villager. Or they just keep your target alive, and then you stay Grave Robber and you stay village. So that's the thing with, if you want, you can basically just stay village. If you just announce who your target is and just make sure that the village doesn't kill an evil target. I'm kind of like, guys, can you tell me if the music is still playing? Because I don't know, I don't hear it personally, but maybe you do hear it. Wait, I'm just going to reload it in. Wait, let me do that real quick then. Let's just put it in there again. Okay, there you go. Music is back. Okay, you guys really want to talk about Lurker, so let's go Lurker then. Lurker, where do we put the Lurker? I think Lurker is... I don't... This is like kind of hard for me, because it really depends on the setup. Lurker B lower than Grave Robber. Lurker could go anywhere, but it's actually not that hard. The Lurker, I would say you have like... First of all, you don't really have impact on the game. Even worse, to be fair, like... whatever team you will become needs to actively waste resources to get you, so... They already put themselves at a disadvantage by getting you. Kinda. Well, the advantage they gain is like +1 member, I guess, but yeah. So it's not like you don't have a lot of strength, and usually people don't have incentive to go for you, except for the solo killer, because it's always really good to have a second member as a solo, I guess, but that just really helps. But for the werewolves, it means like, yeah, they have to really pass out on getting a strong roll, and for the village it means wasting a bullet. So, and then there's also like, if you are found, you just get killed, you know? If you got found by the seer or whatever informer by the village, and they are not generous, you just get voted, you don't, and then you lose. So I would not say it's that strong, but you are flexible. I guess that's like a good thing. But it does look like you guys want to have it in the B tier. But I see like, yeah, different. I don't see an F tier, so let's make a poll without the F tier. Lurker S full A. I don't agree with you at all. That's like a... I don't know, that's a hot take if you're gonna put Lurker in S tier. It's not that easy to win with Lurker, honestly. And you don't have much impact either. And full A, I don't know. Yeah, full might be A tier. But that's also between A, B, even C. I could see a C argument for full, but depending on the player. Astronomer can safely turn Lurker. Yeah, true, but that goes... Like, Astronomer could also kill a werewolf, you know, and just do something more productive than turn a Lurker. You rarely really need Village Lurker to win your game as Villager. It's just better to kill an evil and get an ability out than gain a useless or a very weak teammate. But yeah, then at the same time, you know, converting is better than killing, and yeah, but the only thing that's kind of like different with that rule is with Lurker, because Lurker is not by default your teammate or your opponent. It's just like, yeah, it's there. It really depends on the Lurker, I guess. Like, some Lurkers like side with evils from the start. Some Lurkers side with village from the start. Some just don't do anything and just wait. So yeah. You put Lurker in S because of your win rate. You clearly know how to play with the role, I guess. Or you play as Village Lurker. But then that is also valid. If that works for you, you get converted like by the gunner or so. Then you win a lot of games. So I guess it does make it a bit strong in that case. But I see like there's definitely a dominant B tier here. We're going to rank them within the tiers, by the way, later on. Well, later on, basically after the Fool. Let's go for the Fool now. This is the last roll already. I cannot imagine that when we do the werewolf tier, like when we do the werewolf tier list, the last roll that will take like so many more hours than today before we get there. And I did say that this would be a short stream, by the way, so... Or, I don't know if I said that, but that was the plan. A short stream today. But that's fine. We have... we now have these 9 rolls out there, at least. So you would say full A, full S? How come you put full in S tier? Call is that you? It does a lot because I have a werewolf shaman at an 8% win rate. That is pretty low, yeah. I don't know what my win... Can I start also without like crashing my internet? I will check. I'll check what my werewolf shaman win rate is, but it's... I hope it's higher than 8%, but it's not like ridiculously high for sure. Oh, game is just widescreening on me, okay. Let's do another attempt. Now it does work, I guess. What if I go to Shaman? What's my win rate here? Stats. So my legacy is like 20% win rate. Actually my modern shaman win rate is pretty high. I didn't noted that, but yeah, I don't know. You should probably take my shaman win rate with a grain of salt, because I only played 7 games in the modern era with this role that actually count towards the stats. But I have a 57% win rate with the shaman, 4 wins, 3 losses, so definitely higher than 8%. But yeah, I don't know if that really... 7 games is not that many, to be fair. Hyper, teach me how to play shaman. Well, like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what these games look like. Maybe I can look in my... I'm gonna look if I have that footage still, because I have a folder with all my footage. If I go to the 2025 roll, do I have like, well, shaman lost. So, okay, this year I've played twice as shaman, it looks like, and I've lost both. So, yeah, 2 of my losses came this year. Do I happen to have some wins in 2024 or prior then? It doesn't say if this is a win or a loss. What if I click on it? You'd give a solid C. No, another loss. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not... I don't know where my shaman wins are then. Maybe like when it just... when the modern era just started. Like, I feel like I've not been playing that well as shaman recently, but I've not played as shaman recently to begin with, so... Okay, let's make a poll for the fool. And not include the F tier, because I've seen more S arguments. Is there anyone who said A or S or... Yeah, someone said S tier, so I will include S tier, not the F tier. It's gonna be SABC. I wonder though, I think the main contenders for the Fool is gonna be B and C. But maybe I'm wrong with that. Well, A could also be, I guess. Of the voting rules, I would say I'm definitely most comfortable with the Fool. Because with the Headhunter, just like, it's really dependent on the RNG for me, for who the target is and how day 1 pans out. And with Anarchist, I don't have enough experience to actually play well as Anarchist yet. And I've not won as it either, I think, so. Full A higher than HH, lower than Cupid. Yeah, it's definitely lower than Cupid in my opinion, if it goes in A tier. Okay, it's really split. We need a couple more votes. And not bot votes. You have good Anarchist experience. You can teach me, sure. Tell me some hints in Discord DM. Let me check my Anarchist stats real quick, just to see if it's actually that atrocious. How many games I've actually played Anarchist? The poll is pretty split, but now there is at least a winner. Anarchist. If I go Anarchist, there's no legacy stats for... And yeah, okay, I have 4 games, 4 losses as Anarchist, so... Maybe 5th time is the charm, then. But I don't think so. I don't feel like I've been close even once. Yeah, it's close. The pool is actually quite tight, I have to say, but yeah. It's a C tier. I'm gonna put it on the highest on the C tier, but yeah. Still, it's C tier. Alright. Let's go and see. Do you guys think we should re-rank something? Let's do that now. I know there might be some of you saying immediately to re-rank the Fool, but yeah, we just did that one. We will first do other stuff before that. Is there anything we need to re-rank? Put in a different tier? After we put everything in the correct tier, we're going to order the tiers. Insti is not stronger than Cupid. I would agree, but yeah. I think I'm in a minority there. Fool's weak because Fiji. If you have a Fiji in the game, yeah. But I think that goes for all these roles. Or all the voting roles. Because if you are revealed as Anarchist, they're just gonna hang you. If you are revealed as Headhunter, they're just going to ignore you or also just hang you whenever there's no other option. Darius screams Cupid to S. GR to C. Cupid S. Insti is stronger than Cupid, but that doesn't mean that they cannot be on the same tier. And even then, there's so much conflict. Insti and Cupid together. Cupid is just RNG, but it's not like you can also like win with Village. That's something you need to keep in mind, because we are talking about win chances as well. Not only just impact. Impact and win chances are both, like, I would say equally as important. So I would say that, yeah, personally I would also want Cupid and Insti both in S tier, but I'm going to of course make a poll because it's not my tier list. Cupid and Insti. Cupid. Cupid plus Insti in A. I don't know if anyone is gonna vote that. Cupid A. Keep in mind, yeah, we're going to still order the tiers. So if Cupid plus Insti in ESS is gonna be the answer, that does not mean that both are going to that are equally strong. We can still separate the two within the S tier. Cupid as Insti A. I wonder how many people are voting that. It's probably gonna be like, I think it's split between both an S or what we have now. Alright, there goes the poll. Oh my god, it's so... Okay, it's so 50-50. Everything is like... Milan thinks Insti S, Cupid A. Why F is empty? Put Anarchist there. Well, we will see later for if there's gonna be something that we need to put in the F tier. Okay, the poll doesn't seem to get more votes, so I'm gonna close it, and that means they're both gonna be in the S tier, which I think is fair. And then we'll see which one ends on top there, but that's for later. Okay, anything else that we need to fix? Is there something that needs to go to the F tier? Do we need something else in the A tier, or move the Headhunter down, or what, or up, or the Fool? I don't know. The Fool is also pretty, like, yeah, controversially there for me in the C tier, but it's not my tier list. If Cupid is not F, then Anarchist isn't. I don't know, what do you mean with that? Like, they're totally different roles, so... Or do you mean like that's as a way of grading these roles? Yes, I could have gotten Cupid S, insta A, voted double S to be safe. Yeah. Headhunter in A is crazy. I think it is a bit crazy as well, yeah. But yeah, that's just me. Okay. Does. Let's see if Anarchist needs to go on F. I don't think anyone is gonna argue for Anarchist in S tier, but let's do the Anarchist poll real quick. Let's see what that brings us. Two votes is not enough, obviously. Up, okay, Up is winning now. Wow, that's crazy. Anarchist S tier is like, there ain't no way that Anarchist should go there. Someone 100%ed F for a second. That was true, yep. Up is wild, I think so too, but yeah. Oh, now it's tied. Oh no. Okay, you know what? You guys are very split. We'll keep it in the C tier. I think that's like, most people want it up or down, so we'll keep it in the C tier and just be a bit diplomatic here. Alright, anything else that we really need to move up or down? And then we're talking about like Headhunter, Werewolf, Grave Robber, Lurker, Fool, Cursed. One of those 6. Yeah. If anything there needs to move up or down, let me know now. Fool. Fool is like the one role I would also like consider. Fool stay in C. Headhunter has to go down. Headhunter and Fool, those are two roles we can like. Let's look at Headhunter and Fool. I don't know anyone is gonna argue that the Headhunter should go to the S tier. Let's see. I don't think it needs to be in the F tier either. I don't really see any argument for that. So let's just do this. ABC for Headhunter. Let's see what that's gonna be. Do we have a different sound or different song? I don't hear the music myself now for some reason. It's really strange that the music doesn't work that well. Okay. Okay, we have all the votes in. It's definitely staying in A tier, it looks like. I think that's crazy, but yeah. Yeah, that's just my experience, you know. I'm not gonna be able to judge that for all of you. Sorry for the music again. It was probably a bit loud from the get-go. Next time I fix the music, you know. I'm going to make sure there's a playlist that's run from my PC. It's not about gameplay, it's about strength. It is about strength, but still, Headhunter is not that strong, honestly. Like, personally, I think so. You really rely on your target being not like somewhat self-provable, and you also need to hope that if your target is an informer and you don't claim informer, well, I guess it's a player issue maybe, but if you claim an informer suddenly, your target is like proven by another informer, you're just gonna have a hard time. We're not gonna put anything in the F tier, I think, honestly. Anarchist is not going in the F tier. I don't think Fool goes there either. We could do for Cursed, but I think we'll just keep things as it is right now. Cursed up, you think? Do we make a poll for the Cursed to go up? This is probably the last poll before we're going to move into the tier-based ranks. Ranking like from 9 to 1. Cursed up, down, stay. We can, yeah, we'll just do Cursed. Oh, we don't need 4 options. Oh yeah, this is Cursed. Last one, I think, that we need to talk about. Fool could also be the case, I guess, but... C Earth. Yeah, well, that... Cursed, it starts with a C with a reason for you, I guess. Okay, Curse needs to move up according to... Okay, now it's like, well, really split. Oh no. Not the tie. If we end with the tie here, I will probably just... Then I will factor in the F vote. And then it's gonna stay in the C tier. Which, yeah, I think will happen. I don't know if there's gonna be 10th vote anytime soon. So we'll just have the Curse stay in the C tier. Let's rank. Let's do a final one for Fool. Huh? Yeah, but that's... It's a one... The one... I don't know, that's a... That's a bug, because 9 votes is like... What? That means like 11%, so... The only reason that it has like a percent more is because... Otherwise you end up with 99%, so there has to be something that gets an edge, mathematically speaking. That's why there is like that percent more. That's not like an actual outcome. It's not like an actual 100th of a human has voted that. So we'll do the Fool. F, C, up. Well, let's just... Nah, let's just not do that. Let's stay consistent. Up to B or A. Milan, it has 1% more votes because mathematically that is how it works when you don't have a full 100%. When you divide 100 by amount of votes. So I'm not going to count that 1% because it's not a whole vote. If it was 11% more, it was a whole vote. Full S tier? I don't know. Full S tier would be a bit of too much. I think. Okay. This is another diplomatic case. Because it's split between C or moving it up. And then there's also the F tier, which got votes as well. Game doesn't exist without Fool. That doesn't matter though. It's about it's not about how good is the role for the game, it's how strong is the role. And that is really just depending on how good are you with playing as Fool. And I would say, from the voting rules, this is definitely the best role for me. Like, I would swap, personally I would swap Headhunter and Fool. Although I would not put Fool in A tier actually. I would probably put Fool in B and then Headhunter in low B and then Anarchist in C. That's how I would probably do it, but yeah. Okay, based on the results, we'll keep Fool in the C tier. Now we're going to rank the tiers themselves. Okay, weakest role in C tier. Let's go. Fool, Anarchist, or Cursed, which it is. You guys get to vote for the weakest role. Sweet relief. Oh boy. Okay. We are gonna see what's the weakest role. You guys are pretty quick with the votes, so that helps. This poll is only for the weakest one. So whichever, like the two strongest, I'm not gonna rank these against each other based on this poll. I used to do that in the past, but maybe that's not fair. Let's go and end the poll here, and it seems like the Anarchist is the loser in this case. So Anarchist is gonna be locked down number 9 on this tier list, the weakest role on the tier list. Alright, I can look it now. Alright, second weakest. Oh, I need to make a poll for it, of course. What is the second weakest role? No, actually, no. Which is weaker of the two? Okay, Fool or Cursed? You guys say, which is weaker, Fool or Cursed? Fool, Cursed is like, I would say Cursed has less power, but Fool has less win chances. Well, strong is not quite the game, is not quite equal to game balance. Yes, you will get more wins as Insti because he is strong, but you will also lose more against him. Not to mention Insti is just an unfair role in the first place. Yeah. But that's not, I don't know, game balance is not what we are ranking here. That's, I think it is very interesting, but it's not like for this tier list. It's a tier list on its own. Oh my god. I need one more vote, guys. Or one less. Who is gonna add that next vote? Otherwise, I will have to do it, but preferably not. If anyone on Twitch has a preference, which role is weaker, Fool or Cursed? Tell me. We need one more vote because we have 10 votes and it's split between both. 5 people voted Fool, 5 people voted Cursed. Like, I don't know, if I don't get a vote, I will be the tiebreaker. You've changed your mind. Okay, wait. You've already been able. Okay, I see the. Oh, we had. Now we got 2 more. Wow. Okay. Okay, tell me what have you done? No, I can't actually. Yeah, somebody voted and someone else voted again. And typed the votes again. Okay. You know, I will tie the votes. I will do the tiebreaker then. Okay, we'll just end now. 13 votes. Cool. We don't have a tie this time. Fool is weaker. Okay. The tiebreak. There you go. Curse is gonna be on the top of the seat here, I guess. I don't know if I would agree with it, but yeah. It's how it is. I'm on the road, my Wi-Fi is bad. Okay, well, have fun on the road then. Let's go to the B tier now. What is weakest roll on B tier? Now we're getting a couple more options. Like the infinite debate is gonna be at the end as well, between Cupid and Insti, but we have 3 options again. Just hope there's not gonna be 9 or 12 votes that have an exact tie. Okay, well, no, I felt for a second it was pretty unanimous, but it's not. But it does look like a certain role is winning or losing, I guess. Because, yeah, you don't want... If you are this role, you don't want to win this poll, because then you're weak. I will close the poll before 12 votes, I think. Or, you know what? We'll just close it now. The werewolf fan is the weakest role on this tier. So let's look that in. Okay, next. Which is weaker? Lurker or grave robber? This is like, I don't know, comparing apples with oranges. This is not possible to really compare fairly, but yeah. We have to make a choice. Not that comparing the other roles was like very easy, or like not comparing oranges and apples, but yeah, sure. Oh, actually, I'm surprised that you guys are so unanimous about this. I can already close the poll because it really shows that Lurker is weaker. Grave Robber takes top spot for B tier. That means it's still like 4th strongest role of these 9. Okay, now we can lock down the Headhunter as well, because that's like the only A tier role here. Now we're gonna do the final one, and then I'm like gonna do... I will probably give away a membership. No, I will just do the giveaway now whilst running the poll. Now, read the poll well. What is the strongest role on this list? Cupid or Instigator? Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna do a membership giveaway. I'm gonna do that on my phone. So, yeah, if you guys don't like that I'm watching on my phone right now, which I can understand, I am doing the giveaway here. I'm like managing that through here. Okay, where do I do that again? Here. Membership gifting. Let's do a membership gifting. And let's see where the... Okay, well, this is a pretty... The vote has already been pretty clear. Oh my god, I need to fill in a password. That's annoying. Yeah, when the stream is over, I'm probably gonna watch some football, maybe, if I'm like in time for that. Because my stepfather has invited me to watch with him. Okay. Let me find my password. Okay, let's see where the membership is going to. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's see. Do we have a membership going on here? Payment should be processing right now. How's the internet now? Hello, Zayron. Internet's kind of weird. Okay. Banterlab has gotten it. I don't know who that is, but if you are here, enjoy your membership. Yeah, so Instigator has won the poll. Like, that's clear. Instigator is gonna stay on top in that case, and Cupid is going to finish in second. So this is the tier list, the final tier list. There you go. Alright. That's the final result. So, I don't know, what do you guys think of this tier list in general? What's your feeling towards it? Like, I would say, I'm like, I can like agree 80% here, pretty much. It stinks, okay. And it's based on strength, keep that in mind. Like, personally, I would... If I change anything... If I were to change... The two things I would change are, like, Headhunter and Fool. I would probably swap them. Almost swap them. I don't know. Maybe not quite, but, like, almost swap them. But other than that, I can find myself in this tier list. It won't let you vote? Oh. Well, I don't know, whatever you would have voted would not have really changed anything. At least not in the last one, because... Yeah. It was pretty obvious that the Instigator would be the winner there. What did I miss? Well, it's the end of the tier list, pretty much. It's already good. I would say... The B tier is like the B tier is the one I can't say much about. It's such a weird mix of roles. Like, it's so difficult to really judge these, and therefore I don't feel weird or strong about the roles on the B tier. I just feel like, well, cursed, like, because no liberty, cursed. I would say, yeah, probably fair on C tier. Anarchist would be C tier. Could be F tier for me as well. Fool and Headhunter just feel wrong. And Cupid and Instigator, I would have swapped them in order, personally, because Cupid village win condition. But I can definitely see why Instigator is higher here. Because ability-wise, you just have much more. You have more options, more options. You have more impact, and... You can also do something. You can mean something for your team if your recruits are dead. Well, as Cupid, you become just village, so then you can also mean something for the village, but yeah. Cupid weaker, it won't let me vote. If we're saying it's based on strength and not on how enjoyable it's to play with the rules, I would say it's good. And that's also what we're saying this tier list is based on, so yeah. Anarchism is literally fifth wheel, which bases its entire win rate into what's village doing at day 3 or 4. Yeah. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this tier list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and thanks to Joey for the membership, or for, I don't know, I didn't think he renewed. He just he celebrated his anniversary with the membership anniversary. Thanks to everyone who participated in the tier list as well. Really appreciate it, because I thought like maybe we wouldn't be able to get a couple people to vote here, because yeah, it has been a while ago and not the most interesting list of roles to look at, but it's such a weird bag. So I thought it was interesting to see how you guys would actually approach this. Next time around, when we do this, when I do a stream, there will be 1 or 2 more streams this year. Not next week, because next week I have a family brunch, so then it will be a video. Also not on Christmas, because on Christmas I will release a video, a special, on, I think, Sunday the 28th. There will be the Werewolf tier list. That's probably when the Werewolf tier list is going to take place. So write that down in your agenda. Sunday the 28th. I imagine that's when the Werewolf tier list is going to happen. I will need to look at how late. I might start earlier. I might also ask my parents to eat later, and see what I can do. I might also break it up into 2 parts, like do a section in the afternoon and a section in the evening. Although it's not my preferred option, because that would mean that we have like totally different players or people watching in the second stream from the first stream. So yeah. Hello, I'm Scare E. Welcome. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm going to do a raid on YouTube, on Twitch. I don't know if anyone on Twitch is still watching, but let's see. I know I can raid Joker, so I wanna take that chance. Alright, for YouTube, I will see you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye.